So today we will start with the new contest of Codeforces round 962 div 3. So I will tell you the solution of first four answers, and let me place it firstly. Why my face is not showing in it? Just 2 minutes wait. Let me just 2 minutes. I don't know whether it is some glitch or what, but my face is not showing. So that doesn't matter even. Let's start with this first problem. Relax. In this problem, we have for every test case we have given an integer and integer and we have to tell us how many chickens or cows live in farm. As we know that chicken has 2 legs and cow has 4, so we have to find the minimum number of animals. So for the if there are we are given legs, so there are n legs, and a cow has 4 legs and a chicken has 2 legs. So if we want that our number of elements should be minimum, so the max, so we can choose cows because every cow has 4 legs and every chicken has 2 legs. So let us take an example of 4. So if there are 4 legs total, then we can have either one cow or either two chickens. So that means that for to choose the minimum, we will have to maximize the number of cows so that we may have a minimum animals. So to maximize the cows, we will firstly check whether the number is divisible by 4 or not. If the number is divisible by 4, then it means we can choose every animal can be our cow. As but if the number of legs is not divisible by 4, so it means there should be one hen and rest all will be the cows. So in my opinion, the answer should be clear. So let me solve it. So we will I am trying to solve the code this problem. So int main, and here we will see number of test cases int t. See that t for every test case we will learn for t test cases while t minus minus, and for every test case we have given an integer n. Input that integer, and the number if n is divisible by 4, that means we can choose every animal as cows. So here we will see out n by 4, then n line, or else we will choose see out n minus 2 by 4, because every cow has 4 legs, and so if we have a number which is not divisible by 4, then it will always mean that it will but the number will be only divisible by 2, as the legs are either 2 or 4. So we can be given any number, but number will always be the even number, because any element does not have an odd number of legs. So in this case, so there are two possible conditions only, that the number should be divisible if but the two conditions are there, that the number can be divisible for or not be divisible for, and if it not divisible for, then number will always be divisible by 2 as case per given question. So we will reduce 2, and that so the number will be divisible by 4, and then divided by 4 and out, and then we will add 1 because 1 because n minus 2 divided by 4 will give us the number of cows, and 1 will be for extra for a chicken, because we are decreasing 2 lakhs. So the remaining 2 lakhs will be for a chicken only. So this program will let me hope this program will work. Let me show you how it works. Run here, and the test cases are 3 2 6 8. So let me enter them. 3 2 6 8, and the output as expected 1 2 and 2. Oh, here 1 2 and 2. So the problem is running. So that was a easy problem. Let me tell let me move to the second problem. Scale. So here we are given a 2D matrix, which for which in which we have divided, we will of n cross n size, and we will divide them into k cross k into some non-overlapping matrices of size of k cross k. So here we will add this guarantee, and it will be a guarantee that every k cross k non-overlapping system matrix will have a number of same value. So here we can, and we have to print the after reducing the size. So here we can, what we can do is, so here what we can do is, for we have to make every, for every different k cross k matrix non which is non-overlapping, we have to print only one element, as there as all elements are same, and we have to reduce by a factor of k. So we will have to print only one element for every non-overlapping matrix. It is quite a easy problem. And the thing is here, the thing is that the main thing is that here n is given from varying from 1 to 10 cube. The n is varying 1000. So n cross n will be 10 to power 6 approximate 10 to power 6. So it will create a huge space. If we make it a vector array, मतलब 2D array of vectors, then it will create a huge space. So here we will choose vector of strings to store the values, so that it may easily store. So let me show how to implement that code. So here for every test case, while t minus y dot while t minus minus, there should we have given two integers in n comma k, input dot c in n k, where n is the size of matrix, and n cross n is the size of matrix, and k is the size of every non-overlapping matrix in which values are same in the original matrix. So here we will make a vector of strings for n size to store all the values. Here we will insert the values. We are going to enter them cin cin p of I, and we will store the values. And then now we have to print for every for every sub, for every non-overlapping matrix, we have to print one value which belongs to all of the non-overlapping matrix of size k cross k. So we are going to print the output for I is equals to 0, I is less than, hey yaar ye kya, oh shit, I is less than n, I equals to I plus k, and for j is equals to 0, j is less than n, and j is equals to j plus k. And we are doing this because we have to skip k row and k element, as because it because because k cross k is the size of our sum matrix. So we have to choose one element in a sum matrix. So we will choose an element from that sum matrix and skip k rows and k column, so that any element does not chosen again from that sub matrix. So hope you will understand that and see out that p of I and j, and hope, let me read, hope it works. What is the problem? Oh, entirely. Actually, I am a habit of typing in JavaScript, so that it's similar. Maybe. So there is no syntaxical error in the code. So we may let me open a GFG compiler. GFG. It is better than programming the method because we can enter directly in it. Let me paste it and paste my input here and let me run. Hope it will run. Oh, it is giving me down output. Why? Let me check it. Maybe maybe due to your condition. Why? No, I don't know why it is coming wrong. So let I'm checking it. So I have made some modification in the code and now our code is running as we can see. Actually the code is same, but I don't. So we will submit that code and this will replace correct answer. And now we have to check for the third question, means salt. Here we are given two strings and we will have to answer two queries. For each query you have given a range bounded. Oh, so in this question we are given two strings and for each every string we have an array given, we have given a range for every string and we have to choose. Basically we have to tell how many string, how many character we have to change in the second string, so that it may be equivalent to first string. Means submission means character, we have to replace the characters and how many characters should be replaced. So for that for that we can do one thing, that and we can do that. eh, yeah, we can check for this part of substrings and we will check whether which element, what is the difference between occurrence of every character in the substrings. Means how many characters are not same in matlab, how many characters are different in string B as compared to string A, and our answer will be, and if there are two distinct characters, then our answer will be, if there are if there are two distinct characters, then it will mean that it will, then we can change, then when we have to change only one character, as we know that, as if we change one character in second string and with the first character that is missing, so the both are string will be same. Let me explain you with an example. If there are two strings, one second, if there are two strings A B C D E and strings A D F G A B C D E F. So here we can see here only one character is different. So we have to change only one character. But if take a condition in which two characters are different, A B C D F and A B C E G D F. Taking that example, A B C D, and here we have here the difference is the two characters. We can see that here differences are two characters as A I same and here we have to put B, and here the A is same, B is same, C is same, and E is also same, but the difference is of G and D. So here we will get that two characters are different, but here we will only change one character to make it same as if we matlab, if we choose one character from second string and make it equals to the character which is missing to the first string, then by only one replacement we can get our answer. So if our answer is odd number of differences, then if our answer is even number of differences, we will simply divide it by 2 and our answer is there. But if there is an odd number of differences, then we will divide it by 2, but we have to plus 1 if we have to increase it by 1, as divide by 2 will be, as we know, there will be it will show floor value of a by b, so one character would be left, because so we have to change it separately. So answer would be n by differences by 2 plus 1. So let me show it by code. But the question is easy one, but the only one complex thing is here, that time complexity. As we know that number of queries could be 10 to the power 5, and length of string will be also 10 to the power 5. So so it can't be solved in the big of any score of time. Yeah. So if we make for every if we for every query we will count between the ranges for every n, there are n queries. So for every query if we count in the range given, so if the time complexity will be approximately equal to big of n square, so our solution can't be satisfied in that equation. So in order to overcome that problem, we will firstly make an 2D matrix when the string are initialized, and for every index we will store the value of how many occurrences are occurred till here, and how many occurrences of elements occur till here, and it will be a 2D matrix of 20 n cross 56 size. So it will store the occurrences. So when we need the occurrences between a range, we will decrease the element at the index L and R. That we will decrease all differences between L and R. So we will get how many differences occurred. So let me show you by code. So we let so let me come to the coding part, and here number of lectures B and contain N and Q. CC1 of we will make a 2D vector, and similarly for the second array we will make a similar vector to store the occurrences at every index of all the preceding characters to that index. So we are going to store the occurrences of 2, and we should now we are going to store the occurrences of any character. So strings, where are the strings? Another string intent. Oh, yeah. Occurrences of, so here we can see and q, see in the strings. Now we will occurrences of a of I minus 0 character 0. So here what we are doing, that we will iterating over the size of the string, and for every string we will choosing for that what is the occurrences at of preceding elements at every index. Means if we are at the fifth index, then what are the total number of num characters that have occurred till the fifth index. Means if our arrays a b c d e, so at 0 our value of a will be 1 and rest all the elements will be 0. And for the if index increases to 2, then a and b will be 1 and rest all be 0. For index 3, a b and c will be 1, rest all be 0. So here we will be storing all our preceding characters which are occurred in the string. So in this way we will store them. And then for number of queries, for int I is equal to 0, I is less than q, I plus plus, it will be the number of queries. Int l comma r, c in l, c in l and r. So we will we are inputting the numbers which are L L R and given as it is a range where we have to check whether how many currencies we have to change. So as the occurrences are given on based on first base indexing, so to convert into zero base indexing we will reduce them by one. And for every uh, for int uh, int j is equals traversing the range, but when j is less than equal to r and j plus plus. So here we will check whether how many differences are occurred once. So we will firstly we should make a global variable answer that will declare gladly answer equal to absolute of 4 cc1. Sorry, we will, yeah, zero, we have to check for 0 to 26 as we have already calculated earlier now. So why would we check, why will so we will not need to calculate for every year, so no need of 2D, and that's why we stored early in form of 2D vector. So the occurrences of L comma j minus occurrences to the R and we will return our answer here. And so for while loop is while loop is, so this is this, so we have to see out. No, for every query there will be different answer. Yeah, so see out here, see out answer end line, and we will make integer also int answer equals to 0. So we'll make it run the code. Yeah, the code is already running. So we are going to check in a compiler of GFG. uh, Placing the test cases and going to run. Let me check. No output. Why? Segmentation fault. 2 seconds and I will check it. So I have made few changes in the code, and there no nothing such changes. Not more big changes. The code, the logic always same, and this one is running perfectly. Let me show you, and we can see all answers which are same. So let us move to our next problem, which is fun. So here we have to choose we have to find number of triplets that can exist such that these two conditions satisfied. So and how many? So here it is. Here we can see that if two number a and b as we have given n and x are fixed numbers, means they are constants. And if a and b and c and a and b also fix, if we fix a and b, then c will also be a constant number. So it is. So here we can see that if a and b are fixed, then c will also be a fixed number. So we will make two of a and b, which will actually we can see a, b, c both are positive and greater than 1 and lying. So we can also see if all numbers are positive and their sum is less than x, so the minimum value of them would be x minus 2, because we are starting from 1. So b and c, the minimum value of b and c in 1, so maximum value of a should be. So so here we are going to run the loop till our value of a in goes from 0 and it is less than x and less than n, as we know that product, that the maximum value we get from the first equation is that if a is, it can't be greater than n, because if it is greater than n and minimum value of b is 1, so the product would be greater than n, so which not we will not satisfy the condition. So for the first loop will run from 1 to, for the value of a will run from 1 to where till where a is less than n and a is also less than x, and the second loop which will run for the value of b will also do same, run from, but it should also satisfy a condition that sum of that we know that our x is a is bounded, so x minus c minus a would be less than b. That condition should also be satisfied. You see, and for running the two loops, we will get the value. We will get two values of c by putting in equation, and our answer will be minimum of, we will, for our answer we will add the minimum value to our answer. Let me show you by the coding. Entity void workers. So I'm going to show you the code, and you can enter an index making a loop for int a equals to 0 is less than equals to x and a is less than equals to m a plus for b for in b equals to 0 b is less than equals to x and b is less than equal to n and b a such x and a plus b equals to x 3 plus plus and a simple thing a can't be 0, so it was my fault. So by this we will get two values of c. Int c equals to n minus a minus b and int c2, the second value of c will be equal to int c equals to n minus a into b n minus a into b upon a plus b plus b and our answer will be answer plus min of c2. So here we will see that and no it will be x maybe and we should get int answer equals to 0 for n square of blue see out and answer. Let me see very good. Okay, chart the 4 and 4 10 4 also incorrect 10 5 10 5 to 10 and 7 7 7 who is there any error? Yeah, let me solve it. So we can see our code is running, so we have solved the four problems. So till then, bye bye.